Bill Nye, the man of science, has been thrilling us with the latest discoveries and all their mysteries for decades. Bill Nye has piqued our interest in the final frontier and its enigmas as he introduces us to the vastness of space that surrounds us and stretches infinitely above us. Now, Bill Nye breaks silence on the most horrifying image from the James Webb Telescope, which offers us a glimpse into a cosmic catastrophe so visceral it reshapes our understanding of galactic fate, fundamentally altering our knowledge of the cosmos and our perspective on the inevitable chaos that awaits our own Milky Way. This telescope is making discoveries about planets, distant galaxies, and much more. It is a revolutionary scientific breakthrough and a worthy successor of the Hubble Space Telescope. So what is so special about this horrifying JWST image that defied our expectations and theories? And what does Bill Nye have to say about it? The creation of this marvel was the result of years of work by NASA scientists and engineers, and launched on Christmas Day 2021. The various steps of the telescope's deployment proceeded smoothly over the next few months. By the end of June 2022, scientists began to discover thousands of new galaxies, older and more distant than previously known. Some of these galaxies might have been formed 150 million years before the Hubble's oldest discovery. In addition, the telescope is able to capture enough light from celestial objects such as exoplanets and stars to reveal their composition and trajectories through space. Bill Nye says that these data are already beginning to reveal in great detail the atmospheric composition of planets light years away from Earth, allowing suggestions to be made about their potential to harbor life as we know it. One of the Hubble Space Telescope's most recognizable sights has long been the Pillars of Creation in the Eagle Nebula. This structure was visible to the telescope that primarily detects visible light, but the processes of creation within it were not. However, they were captured by the Webb telescope's infrared image in the form of many protostars. These appear as clusters of dust and gas, each several times larger than our solar system, appearing as tiny red dots against the background of the pillars. These are stars in the process of formation. The stars visible in the photograph are not yet consuming hydrogen, according to Bill Nye. However, as more material is attracted to the center of the star, it becomes denser and denser until it suddenly reaches such a density that hydrogen burning begins, causing a dramatic rise in temperature to about 2 million degrees Celsius. The eerie, ghostly appearance of these pillars in infrared light evokes a sense of cosmic birth, shrouded in darkness, reminding us that creation itself can be a haunting spectacle where new life emerges from the shadows of destruction. The different colors in the image represent infrared wavelengths, which are mostly invisible to us. The only visible parts of the image appear blue. The hues also accentuate the red radiation in the image, since the protostars generate radiation at a wavelength 6 times longer than that of the human eye. According to Bill Nye, this image not only demonstrates the infrared capabilities of the Webb telescope, but also the formation of stars like our Sun. The first exoplanets were found in the 1990s, and today there are more than 5,000 confirmed planets orbiting distant stars. However, only a handful of them have been directly imaged. Most exoplanets are so far away that they can only be detected when the light from their host star is dimmed. The horrifying implications lie in what these worlds might hold: atmospheres that could support life, or barren wastelands that underscore the fragility of existence in a universe prone to cataclysm. The first direct image of an exoplanet by JWST was taken in September 2022. This planet was identified in 2017 and given the name HIP 65426b. Scientists used coronagraphs on the telescope to exclude light from the central star, along with two of the Webb telescope's cameras, a series of filters, and other equipment to observe it. The planet has several features that make it easier to see. In addition to having outstanding infrared sensitivity, this planet is extremely far from its host star at a distance 100 times greater than the distance between Earth and the Sun. It is a massive gas giant, nearly 12 times the size of Jupiter. Yet beneath this scientific triumph lurks a deeper unease. Such worlds, vast and isolated, hint at the lonely vastness of space, where planets drift in eternal night, challenging our notions of habitability and stirring a profound sense of cosmic isolation. Although the phantom galaxy is difficult to see in the sky, its brightness can be captured, especially when photographed with an infrared camera. The spiral of the galaxy and its array of stars extending from a radiating center are visible in the optical view of the object, also known as M74. However, a recent image from the Webb telescope shows structures that look like fibers of heat-emitting dust and gas emanating from a bright center depicted in electric blue. This new image will illuminate the star-forming regions scattered along the galaxy's spiral arms in the infrared light. The haunting beauty of this view reveals the hidden skeletons of galaxies, where dust veils the violent processes of stellar birth and death, forcing us to confront the underlying turmoil that shapes the cosmos. Photos from the Hubble and Webb Space Telescopes have been combined to create a stunning composite image that highlights portions of the optical and infrared views of the galaxy. The composite image was produced by researchers at the European Space Agency as part of the FANGS project, an international project that uses Hubble, Webb, and a number of ground-based telescopes to observe 19 nearby galaxies in the infrared. With Webb's sharp observations at longer wavelengths, astronomers will be able to identify star formation, regions in galaxies, and accurately measure the masses and ages of star clusters, as well as the characteristics of tiny dust particles wandering through interstellar space. This fusion of data unveils layers of reality previously unseen, evoking a sense of dread at the intricate yet destructive forces at play in the universe's grand design. In an image of a distant star, known as WR140, taken in July 2022, a recognizable diffraction pattern, a visible imaging artifact, was observed. However, this star is also surrounded by an equally surreal pattern of wavy concentric rings with a slightly square shape. These rings, in contrast to the diffraction pattern, are characteristics of massive stars, known as Wolf-Rayet stars, which are in the late stages of their lives and have already shed a significant amount of hydrogen. The interactions between WR140 and its smaller companion star are what give rise to the peculiar shapes of the rings. Bill Nye emphasizes that this image captures the final gasps of a dying star, a reminder of the impermanence of even the mightiest celestial bodies, instilling a chilling awareness of stellar mortality that mirrors our own fleeting existence in the grand scheme of time. The Webb telescope is designed to see the farthest galaxies in the universe, and in mid-December 2022, researchers announced that they had detected 4 of the oldest known galaxies seen for the first time by Webb. These galaxies date back 13.4 billion years, when the universe was only 350 million years old, or about 2% of its present age. These four galaxies were thought to be extremely old, similar to the hundreds of other galaxies discovered by Webb. The researchers determined the age of the galaxies as part of the JADES strategic survey, using information from the near-infrared spectrograph to rapidly measure the galaxy's remoteness. This elongation of light waves caused by the expansion of the universe is measured by the redshift of galaxies. The largest redshift ever measured was 13.2. To Bill Nye, these galaxies are more than we could have predicted to discover before James Webb. For the first time, we can locate remote galaxies with this telescope and then spectroscopically verify that they are really that far away. Yet the horror emerges in their implications. These ancient structures appear more mature than theories allow, suggesting our models of the universe's birth may be fundamentally flawed, unleashing a cascade of doubt that could unravel cosmology as we know it. Meanwhile, the Webb telescope has studied a planet orbiting a star in the constellation Virgo, conducting one of the most extensive investigations of extrasolar planets. The planet's name is WASP 39b, and it is located 700 light-years from home, about 8 times closer to its star than Mercury is to the Sun. This Saturn-sized gas giant boils as it orbits its star. The planet's atmosphere is dominated by thick clouds containing sulfur and silicates, including sulfur dioxide. Scientists were able to identify carbon dioxide in its atmosphere using 2 of Webb's spectrographs. This detection opens doors to understanding alien worlds, but it also confronts us with the terrifying possibility of environments so hostile they defy life, or worse, harbor forms of existence utterly alien and incomprehensible to us. But the truly horrifying image that has prompted Bill Nye to break his silence is the one captured in a chilling composite from Webb and Hubble, revealing a pair of galaxies locked in a deadly embrace, their cores glowing like blood-soaked eyes staring back from the abyss, known as IC 2163 and NGC 2207. These interacting galaxies display a macabre palette of mid-infrared and ultraviolet light, where tidal forces stretch and tear stellar arms, triggering bursts of star formation amid chaos. The eyes are the bright galactic nuclei, with streams of gas and dust resembling veins of crimson horror, a vision that evokes the inevitability of cosmic violence. Bill Nye describes this as a preview of our own future, for in roughly 4 billion years, the Andromeda Galaxy will collide with our Milky Way in a similar cataclysm, reshaping the night sky and potentially disrupting solar systems. This image changes everything, because it forces us to reckon with the universe not as a serene expanse, but as an arena of relentless collisions where galaxies devour each other, stars are flung into oblivion, and the very fabric of space-time warps under gravitational fury. This revelation extends beyond mere visuals. It delves into the philosophical depths of our place in the cosmos. The Webb telescope's ability to peer through dust clouds with its infrared eyes uncovers these hidden dramas, showing that what we once saw as peaceful spirals are battlegrounds of gravitational warfare. In the case of these blood-soaked eyes, the stronger galaxy's gravity is stripping material from its companion, creating shock waves that compress gas into new stars, but at the cost of immense destruction. Bill Nye points out that such events are common throughout the universe, evidenced by Webb's observations of other merging systems like the Cartwheel Galaxy, where a high-speed collision has sculpted a ring of fire and debris, a testament to the raw power that forges new worlds from the ruins of old ones. The horror lies in the scale. Entire star systems annihilated in the blink of a cosmic eye, reminding us that our own galaxy's tranquility is temporary, a fragile pause before the inevitable merger that could scatter planets and extinguish civilizations. Expanding on this theme, Webb has also captured the eerie remnants of stellar death in the Crab Nebula, a supernova explosion from 1054 AD, whose expanding shell of gas and dust appears in unprecedented detail. The telescope's instruments reveal thin, wispy filaments of ionized material, glowing with the energy of a central pulsar that spins 30 times per second, blasting radiation into space. This image, haunting in its intricacy, shows the violent end of a massive star, where the core collapses into a neutron star, and the outer layers are hurled outward at nearly the speed of light. Bill Nye underscores the terrifying efficiency of such events. Supernovae seed the universe with heavy elements essential for life, yet they sterilize vast regions, wiping out any nascent worlds in their vicinity. The Crab Nebula's eerie view, with its cage-like structure of magnetic fields trapping particles, evokes a sense of entrapment in the universe's unforgiving cycles, where creation and annihilation dance in eternal tandem. Further deepening the dread, Webb's observations have confirmed a cosmic crisis known as the Hubble tension, where measurements of the universe's expansion rate diverge alarmingly. By imaging distant supernovae and Cepheid variables, the telescope has validated that the cosmos is expanding faster than predicted by models based on the Big Bang and cosmic microwave background. This discrepancy, now sharpened by Webb's precision, suggests unknown physics at work, perhaps dark energy accelerating the universe toward a big rip, where galaxies, stars, and even atoms are torn apart in a distant future. Bill Nye warns that this scary discovery implies we have something seriously wrong in our understanding, potentially rewriting the laws of physics and confronting us with a universe that is not only vast, but actively hostile to long-term stability, hurtling toward isolation and entropy. In another unsettling revelation, Webb has spotted little red dots, compact red galaxies in the early universe that are far more massive than theories permit. These objects, seen just 500 million years after the Big Bang, contain billions of stars, defying models of gradual galaxy assembly. Spectroscopic analysis shows they harbor supermassive black holes, voracious engines that consume matter and spew radiation, shaping their hosts in ways we scarcely comprehend. The horror here is intellectual. If these galaxies formed so quickly, our timeline of cosmic evolution crumbles, hinting at exotic processes like direct collapse or unknown dark matter interactions. Bill Nye reflects on this as a paradigm shift, one that evokes awe mixed with trepidation, for it suggests the universe's infancy was more chaotic and accelerated than imagined, challenging the very foundations of how we perceive time and formation in the cosmos. Webb's gaze has also turned to the Ring Nebula, a planetary nebula formed from a dying sun-like star ejecting its outer layers. The image reveals concentric shells of gas, illuminated by the hot central white dwarf, with intricate patterns of molecular hydrogen and dust that resemble a cosmic eye or a portal to oblivion. This view in mid-infrared uncovers the cold, dark components invisible to Hubble, showing how stars like our Sun will end, not in explosion, but in a slow, suffocating dispersal, leaving behind a fading remnant. The emotional weight is profound. It mirrors the mortality of our own star, destined in 5 billion years to engulf the inner planets before fading away, rendering Earth a charred cinder adrift in space. Bill Nye uses this to inspire reflection on our ephemeral presence, a horrifying yet motivating truth that urges us to cherish the brief window of habitability we occupy. Even in the serene rings of Neptune, Webb uncovers ghostly apparitions. The planet's faint dust rings, unseen since Voyager, glow ethereally in infrared, revealing impacts from micrometeorites and the subtle dynamics of its moons. This eerie portrait highlights the fragility of planetary systems, where invisible forces erode and reshape worlds over eons, a subtle horror in the persistence of change that could one day alter our own solar neighborhood, culminating in the cosmic question mark, a gravitational lens bending light from distant quasars into a question mark shape. Webb's images provoke existential queries. This serendipitous formation, in cluster max J0417.5-1154, symbolizes the universe's enigmas, where massive gravity warps reality itself. Bill Nye sees it as a call to curiosity amid fear, for such phenomena reveal the interconnectedness of space, yet underscore how much remains unknown, potentially hiding threats like rogue black holes or multiversal echoes. These discoveries, woven together, paint a universe of breathtaking beauty laced with terror, the horrifying truth that change is constant, destruction inevitable, and our knowledge but a fragile veil. Yet in this awe lies the drive to explore further, to peer deeper into the abyss with instruments like Webb, seeking understanding in the face of the unknown. Now let me know what you think in the comments box. If you like the video, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.